mother saw her tiny daughter for the first time after giving birth, she categorically declared a refusal to have the baby. "Why do I need such an ugly one? Get the paperwork drawn up for the orphanage." These were the words not of a young high school student, but of an experienced woman in her 30s. A businesswoman, a habit of power, obedience to the opinions of others, the head of the family. Somewhere in there, not to get in the way, was her husband. With him the question was not even discussed. Mother never once asked about the girl, with children decided to end once and for all, which endlessly pleased her husband in his next order. After discharge, she plunged headlong into her career, and the children's issue was simply closed without any statute of limitations. And Tanyushka grew up very different from her mother, even in honesties, looking into the eyes of her peers and trying to communicate with them. In her own way, sincerely and happily. As she laughed, everyone who was nearby could not help but smile. As somebody cried, she also started to frown and unclench her lips. When she got a little older, it was impossible to unhook her arms, so Tanechka loved to hug educators. She stroked her hair and flattered her whole body. Her mother is just a beggar, who did not feel and did not know what it is a child's love. All children are dear to us. Of course, in the orphanage it's hard to surround them with family comfort and attention, but we all tried to do as much as we could for these kids. More than 2 years later a miracle happened. Tanya's dad came to visit her, and 6 months later he took her away from us. The girl smiled, and didn't let go of her daddy, and when we were saying goodbye, she looked at us, and hid on her daddy's chest. A little later Tanya's father's new wife came over, and told us that he had not forgiven her biological mother for her strong-willed decision, almost immediately filed for divorce. She apologized for not taking the girl sooner, as she found out about her some time later. Nadia grows up with her 2 older brothers, not often, but she comes to visit us, telling us about her daddy, her mommy, and the boys who can't play with dolls. Thank God the girl is not affected by her time in the orphanage. Family is the most important thing for her. She gives her brothers and parents her drawings and handicrafts with pleasure and from the heart, and loves with all her kind little heart.